Newman told me, let them talk.
I think I already lost it, Kenny. Welcome to Stafford. We'll start here. Ryan, you were here a week ago. How was your night out there as far as the physical nature of the racing? Because it got wild on lap like 2.
Of the heat race?
Yeah, the heat race. But you're going to go close to the night.
Yeah, it was kind of what I expected. I mean, it's a lot of intensity with, when you have a track that's small like this, and a lot of cars that are prepared equally, and guys that are in the back that want to be in the front, and guys that are in the front that know that the guys behind them want to be in front of them. So it wasn't unexpected. And I went up to Keselowski. I saw he just came off stage. I said, hey, listen, I said, I didn't spin you out on purpose, and I want you to know that because I ended up spinning out 2. So, like,
yes, you did.
I'm not that good to try to spin you out and keep going. I didn't try to spin you out, and I ended up spinning myself out. So, like, I was a part of one of those cautions, and just turned him around, and I'm sure that happened many times. And what do you say, Schrader? It's not my fault.
The guy behind me hit me.
Right. Right. That happens too. And then the other one you always told me was, I hit you. It's not my fault. You didn't save it.
No, Crickle told us that. All I did was hit you. You had the choice to save it or to wreck, and you decided to wreck.
Right. There's a lot of that happens.
Kenny, do you think we're going to see that again tonight?
I don't know. Yeah. Hell yeah. What screws everything up is they pay you and they give a trophy to one person.
Yeah.
If they didn't pay everybody and they didn't have, everyone just got a little participation trophy and they didn't keep track, I think it'd be a lot. No, these guys still run.
Kenny Wallace, welcome to Stafford.
You just cheering for me because I'm the new guy. I'm honored to be here. I don't think I really deserve to be on the same racetrack with all these racers. Although I have won some races.
They let Schrader in.
The great Dick Trickle. He taught me so much, and so has Kenny Schrader and Dale Sr. But Dick Trickle said it perfectly. He said, my boy, it's always 50% your fault because you decided to go on the racetrack. So all these drivers are world-class drivers, and the cars are different than anything we drove. And my first lap, I'm like, whoa, I've never felt anything like this. So you put the world's greatest drivers going down into turn 1, all hell's going to break loose.
That's what we saw last week. Ryan Priest, welcome home. How's it feel to be back here at the place in which you kind of grew up at?
Yeah, obviously. I've spent a lot of time trucking tires all the way from down all the way over there, all the way over here, all the way back. So definitely, I love coming to Stafford. Unfortunately, I haven't been here with the modified this year, and it's sitting on jack stands, but maybe next year. But yeah, no, I love it, and I certainly tried to drive it into turn 3 like I was driving a modified. It just didn't want to do it.
What was it like last week for you being able to make that announcement in front of a sold-out crowd and getting the response that you got that you would be here tonight in a 13th car?
Yeah, no, for me it was like when they announced the SRX was coming to Stafford, I was really happy for Doug when he came here and he won, right? And then last year I came to the Sizzler and I wanted to try and earn my way into it. And unfortunately I came up 1 spot short to Hirschman, and then the opportunity just presented itself with them coming back here this week. And obviously thank you to the Roots, thank you to SRX for letting me come and be a part of this. I remember the first time meeting Kenny, I rented a shop in North Carolina, black Impala, I think it was, pulls up, and all of a sudden Kenny pops out, and I'm just like, oh my God, this is Kenny Schrader. This is badass.
It was a police car.
But yeah, to share the track with these guys, it's awesome because I grew up watching them and idolizing them.
Kenny, Wallace, how was your practice out there? Only got a couple of laps here earlier today.
I had a good time. I was instructed to don't do any bitching. It is what it is. You know, I'm like, my car, in my mind, I'm like, well, my car's doing this. I need my seat here. Okay, I got it. So, no, it was a learning curve, 5 laps, and it kind of reminds me of dirt racing a little bit, where Tony Kanaan and Paul Tracy, they said, how much practice you get in those dirt cars? I said, we're lucky if we get 3 laps. So that was too much practice. I just found out I needed to work on my seat and steering wheel.
All right. Let's jump into some of the fun questions that we have for you guys, and one that has been very popular today already, the dumbest way that you have hurt yourself. There's a lot of thinking going on.
Schrader's going back like 60 how many years?
1958.
You told me it's 19 shit.
I've hurt myself doing so much dumb shit, I wouldn't know where to start.
All right. That's
Don't
great.
work on your
I'll
own
start
car.
because this one's, I don't know, it's not even dumb, it's just a good accident.
Good accident.
Yeah, because it was legitimately an accident. I was at my buddy's restaurant, this is only a few months ago, and I was at my buddy's restaurant, and he was a little bit short-staffed, and I decided to help him slice pickles. So we were taking whole pickles and cutting them into like little pieces that you put on like a sandwich and whatever, you know, platter. And I saw the meat slicer and I thought to myself, hell, there's gotta be an easier way of doing this. So I sliced all the
You were
pickles,
thinking that was
got all done, and one of the ends of the pickles, the pickle butt, everybody knows what the pickle butt is, right? It fell down into the slicer, and after I turned the slicer off, I reached down in there, and that thing was still spinning, believe it or not. And the whole tip of my finger was off. Yeah, and it grew back. Look.
Okay.
It's not my booger picking finger. It grew back.
I had a bigger slicer.
Hold on now. That really is dumb what you did. You should tell that story.
Well, I told you there's dumb stuff. I was just checking the fan belt when the engine wasn't running, and then they started the engine. And so I grabbed the shop towel because it didn't burn it off. It was a fan belt and a pulley. It just kind of melted it off. And then I told my crew chief, I said, grab that rest of my thumb and put it in one of those Gatorade cups and meet me over to the ambulance. When I go, so the ambulance driver isn't there. So I tell him, he said, what's wrong? And I took a shot towel off my finger and blood squirts 10 foot. And he said, oh, we got to go in the medical center. We go in the medical center, he puts my hand under the faucet, I wanted to kill him. And he says, here, lay down. And I pushed him out of the way, I said, no, I'm gonna go back to the 52 truck. I'll be there, my thumb will be there, you find the guy that drives the ambulance, we'll all go to the hospital together. They fixed it up.
Brutal. Okay, so I think I can, well, probably a tie. When I was a kid, I had my friends tell me, I wasn't even in high school yet. It still works today, but don't do it. So I'm a kid, I'm riding my bicycle and we're playing around and somebody said, if you breathe real hard, like 10 times, and I go, and then on the 10th time, you just hold your breath and somebody bear hugs you, you'll pass out. So I said, oh bullshit, that ain't gonna happen. I woke up with my head planted. I woke up with my head planted in the ground. I was so mad at that kid. So
You had nothing to do with it.
oh my God. That ain't gonna happen. So the horror part of the story is, you know, my nose is broke, stays broke forever. I'm probably 18 years old and I go into outpatient and they just got a chisel up in my nose and I'm bam, and they're chiseling my nose out, fill it full of gauze, and I'll never forget that so many days later the gauze could have reached from here to Ryan, and that was the stupidest It's embarrassing. The only reason I'm telling the story is don't try it. So when one of your buddies, has anybody ever tried that? By the
You
way,
know how many people are going to try this tonight?
that was stupid.
We'll wrap up with Ryan.
I'm sorry. I'm not following these three.
Yeah.
They got great stories. I don't have anything for you here. Sorry.
All right.
He's young enough that his dumb time's coming.
Yeah. I was gonna say give me 10 or 15 more years. But.
We're going to wrap it up there because we have modifieds to get on the racetrack. You guys have an autograph session to get to. Best of luck to you here this evening.